So I'm going to read a statement. Jim Griffin will have a couple words to say, and then we'll answer questions. Today, Jim Griffin and I filed a petition based on newly discovered evidence with the South Carolina Court of Appeals to stay Alec Murdaugh's appeal while a hearing is held on a motion for a new trial. Concurrently, we've sent a request to the South Carolina U.S. Attorney to open a federal investigation into the violation of Alec Murdaugh's civil rights. The allegations in the petition filed today speak for themselves, but we believe they explain a number of peculiarities in the 6-week trial. We request that SWED stand down on initiating any investigation of these allegations since they are heavily invested in maintaining Alec's convictions. We suggest they wait for the Court of Appeals to rule and receive direction from the trial court. If the Court of Appeals remands the case for an evidentiary hearing, if the Court of Appeals remands the case for an evidentiary hearing, we would also request that those in the media and the public respect the privacy of those included in this filing. Jim and I want to thank those on our team who stand behind us and have worked tirelessly to ferret out the truth. Alec Murdaugh maintained and still maintains his innocence in the murder of Maggie and Paul and believes the truth will ultimately prevail. Jim?
The right to a jury trial,
Stand over here.
the right to a jury trial is a fundamental principle of our justice system. Jurors must be free from outside influences and must decide the case solely on the evidence presented in the courtroom, subject to the rules of evidence, subject to the rules of the court, and most importantly, subject to the crucible of cross-examination that's guaranteed by the Sixth Amendment to the Constitution, and that is the right to confront witnesses. When jurors receive private communications outside the confines of a public courtroom, the Sixth Amendment is violated and numerous other constitutional rights are violated. And that's not Jim Griffin on the law. That is the law of the land. And I want to quote from a decision from the South Carolina Court of Appeals, which is behind me, and states this: where there is a private communication of a court official to members of the jury, an occurrence which cannot be tolerated if the sanctity of the jury system is to be maintained, a new trial must be granted unless it clearly appears that the subject matter of the communication was harmless and could not have affected the verdict. What we had filed today, supported by sworn testimony of jurors, is that the clerk of court had improper private communications with the jurors, and the subject matter of those communications was the credibility of the defense that the Murdaugh legal defense team put up, and it was the believability of the defendant's own testimony. Now, there's been a lot of talked about whether Alec should have taken the stand. I can assure you, when we considered what factors and what we should and should not do and considered whether he should take the stand, we never considered the likelihood, as reported to us by the jurors, that the clerk of court would go in to the sanctity of the jury room before he testified and tell the jurors, don't be fooled by his testimony, watch out for his body language. And that is what the sworn testimony that we have filed in court today says. And if that is true, which we have every reason to believe that it is, and no reason to believe that it's not, there's no choice but the courts to grant a new trial.
Thank you. Any questions?
Bam. So what do y'all think about that? I don't know. I think it's pretty fucked up that she went in there and said that, because now, you know, she got him. Now they have no choice but to grant him a new trial, you know. So I think it's pretty fucked up that she took it upon herself to go in there and do that.
No?
No.
Okay.
When the person was pulled away at those cells, did you guys see that, or did you find out after the fact?
Well, I think we observed it. We did. No, I was there.
Oh,
Yeah. I was there. I watched it. But, I mean, look, we were not looking to impute any nefarious conduct. But clearly, what the jurors reported to us, that they were off talking, the forelady and the clerk. I saw them together, but I wasn't watching. I believe. Look, I've been doing this almost 50 years. The bedrock of any trial, and I've done hundreds of them, is that the clerk of court is the person that makes sure the jury gets their food. It's if they're put up for the night, someplace to stay, their travel accommodations are met. They're not someone that ever should talk to them about the case. I've never had it happen. Again, I've been doing this for a very long time. Never heard of it happening until this case.
And one thing we want everyone to understand, that the clerk of court is an elected official by the people, not appointed by the judge, not appointed by the judiciary. It's a public official who's elected and is an independent state actor. And so that what we are complaining about in the motion that we filed today is the conduct of an elected official, not conduct by Judge Newman or anybody in the unified court system.
And I think it's important also to understand that she is a state actor, and that's why we forwarded today a letter to the U.S. Attorney asking them to open an investigation into the violation of Alec Murdaugh's civil rights by a state actor under color of state law.
I believe you guys had 4 jurors that you had affidavits for in the paperwork you filed. Did they reach out to you, or did you guys reach out to them?
Well, this is an interesting story. Let Jim tell you.
So immediately in the aftermath of the verdict, we had received information that we needed to look into what happened in the jury room. We started down that road, and we met a zone of silence. No jurors would speak to us. And so we were, what I like to call, we were given the Heisman, right? And then when the clerk of court wrote her book, published her book, that zone of silence collapsed. And jurors were upset about that, the ones we talked with, and they were more than willing to come forward and tell us the things that we had sort of heard through a whisper campaign. But, and so as a result of that, we were able to interview some jurors. Now, there's still a number of jurors who maintain that zone of silence, who have not talked to us. We did try to reach out to most all of them that we could get in touch with, but the information we got, I can tell you, was independent of each juror. The first juror we talked to, we got information about Ms. Hill saying, "Don't be fooled." And then the second juror, independent of the first juror, says the same thing. And the third juror, independent of the other two, say the same thing. And so we're very confident that the information is accurate.
Well,
What's the expectation timeline?
what
When a ruling will be? How fast do you want?
ask them. I mean, we don't have any control over that. We just did receive a notice from the Court of Appeals that the Attorney General has 10 days to respond to our motion. Okay. Now, I think what's interesting to me, again, having done this for so long, is that once we had that initial contact with that first juror, we began going around. We had a list and knocking on, literally on Sundays, knocking on jurors' doors, asking them to speak with us. Some of them wouldn't come out. Some of us told us never to come back. But some did, and some talked to us. I'll give you an example. And one of the things we heard was, once the jury went out, even though there were 6 smokers and they were given smoke breaks during the entire trial, once the jury went out, they were told no more smoke breaks. No, you people that want nicotine, you're going to have to get a verdict first. I mean, it's that kind of stuff. Now that indicates something, and the clerk would be the one to communicate that. Why? So a bunch of folks told us stuff that appeared to be inconsequential, but in the total context indicated to us that what we've put in this petition about the clerk is credible, and based on sworn testimony from 2 jurors, and we interviewed a third. My paralegal, Holly Miller, has given you an affidavit, or filed an affidavit on what she told us. A lot of these folks just don't want to get involved, but they're going to be involved if we get a hearing, because each and every one of them is going to have to testify in an open court before you as to what happened and what didn't happen. Wait, one at a time. Who?
It would appear that Judge Newman was at least aware of some of the allegations that you talked about in your motion. For example, the Facebook post with Juror 7 the judge actually said, "Oh boy, I'm not too pleased, Charlie Clerk interrogating a juror as opposed to coming to me and happening to."
And that's a good point. There's no suggestion that the judge did anything untoward. But what that does do, if it comes back, he may end up being a witness. So, I mean, but until the Court of Appeals acts, that issue does not have to be dealt with.
If the fact is that the court was aware of some of these issues but still didn't intervene, how concerned are you?
We don't know. We don't know that he didn't intervene. That's why I'm saying he's a witness. We need to know.
That this evidence is strong enough such that it could have changed the verdict had it been introduced in trial.
You know, that's not the legal test. The legal test is the subject matter prejudicial to the defense? It's not would it have made a difference in the outcome? Was the subject matter of the improper private conversation material to the defense? If it's immaterial, like what do you want to have for dinner? You know, do you want to take a smoke break? Do you want to go home? Those are immaterial matters. But when the subject matter is and is reported under oath by these jurors, it was a direction on how you should receive Alec Murdaugh's testimony. You should look at him. Don't be fooled by him. That subject matter is absolutely material. That's the core of our defense. And that is something that we had no chance to defend against. And so we strongly believe if that evidence is accurate, and the law will require a new trial.
If this is all true, do you think the clerk should be criminally charged?
Well, yeah, they're going to require a new trial. Fucking right they are. And I would too. If I was in his place, I would want a new trial too. He's in there for murder. He ain't got nothing better to do. He ain't got nothing but time. Shit. Nothing but fucking time. And you guys think it's really odd, though, that his son just did this interview? What the hell is his son's name? What's his name? Damn it. Oh, the redhead, Buster. Yeah, but Buster just did his interview. Do y'all think that has something to do with it? Like, the timing is like suspect, super sketch. I don't know. I kind of think it is. I think it's a little sketch to me.
No comment.
Well, I can't talk about attorney-client privilege information. I can tell you that when I shared with him the affidavits, he's a lawyer. He was astonished. He was shaking. He was in disbelief. And he thanked Mr. Harpootlian, Mr. Barber, and myself for spending our weekends on dirt roads in Colleton County.
And by the way, we've seen more of Colleton County on dirt roads in places we're city boys. We didn't believe existed in this state, looking for folks that would talk to us. A lot of doors slammed in our face. A lot of doors slammed in our faces. I'm sorry? No comment. I'm sorry, what? Yes.
That's a very serious allegation.
It's all serious. Everything we've alleged, everything in those affidavits is serious. This is a very serious matter. And again,
So what you see in the sworn testimony that's been filed today is Ms. Hill told the court that there was a Facebook post by this juror's ex-husband. The ex-husband has filed an affidavit saying, I've never posted a Facebook post. Ms. Hill in her office says he must have deleted it. We can't find it. But they produced a Facebook post from someone with the same name apologizing for an earlier Facebook post and that Satan made him do it and et cetera, et cetera. And Ms. Hill related that as being this juror's ex-husband. Ms. Hill had this juror's ex-husband's photograph. You can match them up. They don't match. And what we do know, and we laid it out in detail in our brief, is that the apology Facebook post was posted, I think, on February 16th and said we had deleted it the day before, February 15th. Ms. Hill is telling Judge Newman on February 23rd that I just saw this Facebook post. Impossible. Impossible. We also have in there sworn testimony that Ms. Hill told this juror that SLED went out and confirmed with your ex-husband that he posted that. Not true, according to the sworn testimony.
And Phil Barber and I and Howie Miller from my office went down and interviewed the ex-husband, and he allowed us to, I wouldn't know how to do it, but Phil did, to download his entire Facebook history. None of that is in there. So, I mean, again, we've done what we can do. We're not the police. You know, we have no way to compel anybody to talk to us or give us anything. We've asked very nicely. Now, I will say this. The two jurors that gave affidavits have an attorney, Joe McCullough, who was skulking around here a moment ago back there. So if you want to know about those two jurors, you may want to have a chat with him.
What's the motivation of the jurors talking to you?
Wait, what?
What's the motivation, do you think, of the jurors talking to you? Are they upset with the clerk?
I think they were upset with the way things went. And the clerk, I think they may very well, yes, they're upset with the clerk. They're upset with the way this played out.
Are they regretting their vote?
Can't comment on that.
The Facebook post, the person who posted the original post, have you ever gotten an opportunity to speak with them? And if so,
No. I mean, the original post, we don't know whether it ever existed.
But the apology post, did you speak with him, Phil?
No, we did not speak.
The timeline from the FBI regarding your request for your investigation.
Well, as you know, having talked to the FBI before, no, they're not going to tell us anything.
In your letter to the U.S. Attorney, you mentioned the importance of having the FBI investigate as opposed to SLED, for example. Can you talk about the importance of having the FBI involved?
Well, having anybody but SLED investigate it. SLED is very invested in this conviction. How invested? Well, the agent, David Owens, that testified under cross-examination by Jim, admitted two things. One, he perjured himself in front of the grand jury. And two, he fabricated evidence. SLED made him this year's Law Enforcement Officer of the Year. So is that the agency that ought to be going to jurors? I don't think so. I think that the court, if this is remanded back, the trial court should pick somebody else. If the FBI is not doing it, then there's the sheriff's departments, there are other folk, not Colleton County, but other sheriff's departments that could go out and interview jurors or bring them to court. I mean, all these jurors are going to end up testifying anyway. There may not be any reason to go out and interview them. They may just put a subpoena on them, bring them to court.
how would if you're these jurors testify under oath in a place where, like you say, the zone of silence, and they have to talk
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that would happen if we get the hearing that we've requested. That's why we've requested the hearing, so that we can get subpoena power and we can get some subpoena, not just individuals come to court, jurors come to court, witnesses come to court, but subpoena records, phone records, for example, emails, for example. I mean, so with a hearing, we have a broad array of assets at our disposal to bring evidence to court. Right now, we've got nothing except Dick's Mercedes and dirt roads in Colleton County. No, we've not had any juror contradict anything what the other jurors are saying. What you saw in some of the affidavits is the jurors were separated in two rooms and sort of broke up from, guys in one room, gals in another room. I don't know if that was appropriate. Men in one room, females in another room. And so the comments that we've gotten on the sworn affidavits come from the ladies' room, if you will, more so than the men's room. But we do have information that we submitted from one juror where he does acknowledge that she talked to him about evidence, about autopsy photos, and don't be upset about them. I mean, that should not be happening. That should not be happening. And this juror is a smoker, and he relayed to us basically the coercive effect of people who have a nicotine habit not able to smoke
Until they reach a verdict.
And so that's what we got.
Wait a second. Yeah.
issue with the cable at the very, can you read that very initial motion, that issue?
Do what now?
The motion you read, can you read that? The very first thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll read it for you after we get done with this, but I don't think I ought to keep all these folks doing that.
Or would you request a change of venue?
Well, you got to get a new trial before you get there, and that's not something we're going to talk about today. And yes, ma'am.
The activities
We don't. Well, we know some of the statements were made in front of the jurors in the one jury room. Now, understand I think there are only 6 jurors in that room, or maybe 8. I'm not sure, but not all the jurors would have been present for all the statements. Clearly, they were given in one room or the other.
And just to be clear, the catalyst for like reinvestigating this was the publication of the book.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah,
Go ahead.
so we didn't stop investigating, but we were hitting brick walls until her book came out, and then jurors who obviously were not comfortable with how she handled matters were even less comfortable with her going on a book tour and making money off what she did. That's what was reported to us.
She has said her book is self-published. That really doesn't sound like somebody who's getting a lot of money. What do you say to that? Somebody said, well, she's self-published.
Well, she's trying to make a lot of money. That's the point. I mean, she's trying to make money off of it. She's selling the book. I mean, the question is, was it a successful scheme? I don't know. I mean, if you've read it, I'm not going to give a book review here, but I don't know that you buy the book. I mean, it's not well written. The story she tells is not accurate, in our opinion, at least the facts as we saw them.
What did you think about the passage of the book that describes going to Moselle with the jurors?
Well, the problem I have with what she says in there is after going to Moselle, we, if you notice, she used the plural we, felt such and such and such and such. Is that the jurors and her? I mean, I think that's great cross-examination for her when she testifies in this matter before the trial judge if the Court of Appeals sends it back.
Do you want any hearing in this matter to be public?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We want all y'all there. We miss you. Any other questions?
Yeah, you said you're investigating. So along your investigations into the alleged jury misconduct and these allegations, have you uncovered any additional
Yeah, they're not fucking around. They're not fucking around.
things that you would present in a second trial for your defense?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, no. If we are lucky enough to get a second trial, you have to wait and see. We're not going to disclose any of that today.
What is your optimism for this motion?
I'm very optimistic that ultimately we will get a new trial. How long that'll take, I don't know.
Have you tried to reach Clerk Hill, ask her any questions about any of this?
We've not reached out to Clerk Hill. We had reached out to some other folks, and based on the information we received, we thought it would be pointless to reach out to her.
What now? We're focused on getting him a new trial. That's what we've been working on. Anything else? No? Thank you so much.
After a while, Crocodile. Sorry, my little one was trying to get out the door, but she wanted to sit there and visit and visit and visit. And I'm like, okay. Alrighty here. All right, so what do y'all think? Yeah, it's crazy for sure. Crazy as hell. Hold on, baby. Let me go see. Somebody donated memberships. I need to tell you thank you. Let's see here. Oh, Nessie, thank you, love. You donated, gifted 10 memberships. Damn, girl. Over here showing out and stuff. Thank you for supporting the hive, baby. Yeah, honestly, I think even if he does do a trial, I think it's a big ass waste of money. I think it's a big waste of money and a big waste of fucking time. Either way, he killed his wife and he killed his son, in my opinion. Well, I mean, he's convicted of it now. And even if the lady said, don't be surprised by him being don't be surprised by, you know, watch his body language, don't be surprised by his lies. I don't think that really has a big impact on him being found not guilty, you know. I don't think it's really going to matter. He's still going to get convicted, still going to get life in prison. And it's just going to be another big ass fucking, you know, a year or two of bullshit and court dates and money that is unnecessary. But it seems like them lawyers want to make money anyways, you know, and they're going to make good money doing what they do. So whatever money was, yeah, whatever. Hey, Grandma Sherry. How are you, love? Look, let me take you back down like I didn't just learn my motherfucking lesson. Okay. Yeah, so I had that after a 7-hour fucking live stream yesterday. Well, 6 hours or whatever. I could not edit the fucking peen bomb out for 2 seconds, so I had to go back in and restream the entire fucking live so I could put it back up without those 2 seconds in there.
Duh.
So you talk about piss me right the fuck off, it sure did.
Yeah. I'm not peen bombing though.
No, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
What you up to?
Yeah, technically it wasn't a peen, but yeah, it was basically nastiness. Popped up there. Not much. I've been sleeping a lot of the day, been packing. So
Well, good
I
deal.
was, yeah, you know, and I was looking at Becky Hill's book that she just published.
Yeah.
And you know, most people think that there was a whole bunch of corruption and stuff within specifically Murdaugh's law firm, but you know, within the whole good old boys atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
And so them finding out about this, you know, and it was talked about earlier, like last year, you know, them pouncing on it now seems to me, you know, like you were saying, maybe a little sus because Buster just did his interview and
Yes, her book, his
she
interview, you know what I mean? It just kind of seems like it's all sus.
yeah, they the timing, okay, because here's the thing. When I was reading about this, it's talking about how she's known the family for decades. And for years, Becky had known about the rumors of corruption and crime surrounding the Murdoch family. These accusations came and went, nothing sticking long enough to bring clarity or a clear conviction. Becky had also known of good deeds once done by the Murdochs. She was there when Randolph Murdaugh received the Order of the Palmetto, the highest honor bestowed on a civilian by the governor of South Carolina. What she didn't know was that Richard Alexander Alec Murdoch was capable of murdering his own wife and son. You know, so that's kind of what her book is about. Join her on her journey as she visits the crime scene, shares heartfelt details about the judge and the people involved, navigates the massive media frenzy, delves into her own family's history with the Murdochs, and ultimately reads the guilty verdicts on live television. Dun, dun,
Yeah, and
dun.
last I knew, I didn't think that you could use your work experience when you worked in the courthouse to tell stories and write books about.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know
Like, I didn't.
most other professions, you're not supposed to do that.
Right. I didn't think you were. But
And
I don't know. I mean,
and
that's kind of odd that I mean, she definitely, I guess, took advantage of her position to make the most of it. I mean,
yeah, I guess maybe she was hoping to get a nice retirement nest egg. She's an elected official. Nobody appointed her, but the people of that area voted her in there.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's what the attorneys were saying too. So it's
yeah, and so, you know,
kind of
I'm
shitty she did that to her peeps, you know?
yep, yep. Well, and she knows better. She
Don't they
knows.
all? I mean, don't we all know better and still fucking do stuff that we know better? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She knows
that's just
better. She knew damn the fuck well what was going to happen if she got caught,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. And
Especially,
so
what do you say? He's been doing this 50 years. I mean, how long has she been doing it? She probably been doing it for some years herself, you know?
yeah, probably.
They know what, I mean, I don't know. I guess I didn't know. I don't know. That's kind of odd that she's able to make money off of her job in the courtroom, you know?
Yeah, especially with details so specific because there's
Right.
40 plus exclusive photos. Ooh.
No, yeah, how'd she get access to all that? And I mean, unless it's FOIA'd by that everybody else got the same photos.
Well, unless, she has photos of the Murdochs at her son's graduation with, Buster or something. I don't know. Um, uh,
I
yeah,
thought it was really odd that really, I mean, kind of cool, but kind of odd that this lady at the auction, she bought this table or whatever and had a camera in it. Or no,
mhm.
I'm sorry, it had an SD card for a camera in it.
Yeah.
She opened it up and it was pictures of like their holidays and stuff. Now, I feel like why wouldn't you give that to Buster? That's his family. That's his holiday. He probably had no fucking clue that Chip was even there. Both of his mom's dead. His dad's in prison. His brother died, or was murdered by his father. I'm sure he probably didn't have time to go through all that bullshit and find fucking family photos and pictures and SD cards and chips. Now I did feel like that was kind of bullshit that she didn't offer it back to him. She decided to keep the fucker.
Mhm.
And she only showed certain pictures on there because she didn't know if she wanted to write a book or something about, or show him or whatever. Like,
How I found the SD card at an estate auction.
right.
Jeez.
Like, damn, it's pretty fucking low. You can't give this family back their goddamn, he lost everything, his mom and his brother, especially. And these are fucking, precious family memories that they, probably vacations that he'll never, ever have the pleasure of taking, his going on a family vacation ever again. You know what I'm saying? It's
No, yeah. I mean, his mother's gone, his brother's gone, technically his father is gone.
yeah.
So he's the only one out there, just him and the uncles and stuff. It's
I mean, and maybe he don't give a fuck, maybe he don't. Maybe that's maybe that's the last thing he gives a shit about. But
yeah.
I just thought it was shitty, in my opinion.
It is, but people, it's all about the Benjamins, right?
Yep. Seems to be.
And
Seems to be.
nowadays attention is clout. So I'm sure that Miss Hill will get tons of people buying her book to see what all the hoopla is about.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sure. And here, let me correct this because these guys are still like wondering what the hell. So yesterday we did a live stream. And it was called Going Real Life, doxing, threats, and blah blah blah. We were going over the stuff that happened with Savage and Bombshell. So we were doing a live stream, and Constance Sue came up, and she was talking about Nicolina. Nicolina came up, and at some point in time, there was a porn bomb that was like, I didn't put the screen up. Normally, I put the screen up, but somebody decided to be a disrespectful little prick yesterday, and they either wanted my fucking stream taken down or they tried to flag me. Either one, they're fucking an asshole for it. So, I had to fucking private the goddamn live, and I went in to go edit it out. And for some reason, YouTube has changed now, and they have this policy. I guess if your live streams are over a certain amount of time, you can't edit it and put it back up. So there was nothing I could do. I had to totally restream the motherfucker, which means I lost the views, which I don't give a fuck about the views and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter to me on there, but you lose pretty much the chat and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You lose the live chat and all that. So they basically fucked my entire fucking live stream up. And it really wasn't even about Nicolina. It had nothing to fucking do with Nicolina. It was about Savage going to bombshells. But
Right.
Constance Sue is constantly about Nicolina. So I told her, set up your own thing with her. If you want to talk about her and you got stuff you want to say, or you want to report on it, or you want to talk to people about her, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We'll set something up for you. But I had no idea this was not for you yesterday. Now you done fucked around. Somebody done fucked around, which I don't think it was Constance Sue. It was a fake profile of her. But somebody done fucked around and fucked up my live stream and wasted fucking 5 hours of my goddamn time today having to fucking restream the bitch and put it back up. I can't fucking delete anything. So if you know what I'm saying, I'm hoping that just it sitting on private in my fucking YouTube studio isn't going to fucking flag me, because if it does, I'm going to be madder than a motherfucker.
Yeah, it looks like you edited out quite a few hours.
Well, it was an hour and a half. I actually did 1.5 speed, which which brings the hours down anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and the first hour of it I took out because it was basically just us talking about the weather and the airplane that wrecked for the baby shower and that kind of stuff. So I took that boring bullshit out.
I like seeing the airplane wreck. That was a trip.
Oh yeah, it really was too. But I didn't, you know what I mean? I just figured
Yeah,
it'd be
no.
easier to go to the.
It wasn't topic specific. Yeah. Oh yeah, she had one agenda yesterday, and that was to go about Nick. She had no intentions of talking about what the live was about. Yeah, that's the bad thing about having an open panel, is that sometimes they get derailed. They get, the subject gets changed because there's somebody in the chat going me, 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 or they jump on panel and they change subject. And, and the bad thing is that the Hive has subscribers and people who like Savage. They like Bombshell. They like Constance Sue. They like Nicolina. They like Jenny Jen, all of that stuff. And we all come together here. And so when we have fights like that, most of us don't know these other creators, and we don't know the histories, and we don't know what somebody has, receipts on, and they said that and they said this. Crime with a K. Rumor has it Constance said 777 in the mirror 3 times, and she's been haunted by her since. I like that because it's almost Halloween. What is the logic behind not being able to edit along live? So this means Troll can now sabotage channels because you'll have to get rid of the lives and lose that revenue that night. Well, yes, flutter politely, yes. But I know that YouTube Studio takes forever to do anything anyway. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's the point, babe. That's the point. That's the point of them porn bombing. They're mad at, they're either pissed off and they want your fucking stream down, or they want to flag your channel. One or the other. There's only 2 points in porn bombing. That's it. That's the only thing that's all it does. Fucks your live stream up. And like I said, after 6 hours, I even tried to pull somebody else in last night to help me with it, and like on YouTube Studio, and because it was over 6 hours, it would not allow me to blur It would not allow me to use the tool to cut it or edit it out, because normally I can just edit out for those 5 seconds. That 5
Right.
seconds, that 5 fucking seconds of me not putting up this, the wall blocker like I did today. This right here.
Right.
This is I normally, and like I said, it was my own fucking fault. I should have put the motherfucker up. I know that people porn bomb. I know that's what they fucking do. I know they're infamous for it. I know the shit happens all the fucking time. So it was my own damn fault for not putting the shit up. Lesson fucking learned.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
It is, but it is. I mean, it is what it is. The fucker's back up, and that's all there is to it. So.
Yeah.
Just
But-
shitty because the live chat's gone and an hour of the beginning has gone out of it, but it is what it is. I saved the original because I have that fucking frivolous ass lawsuit. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I save everything. I know they
everything,
need to use
yeah.
her bullshit, but I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's understandable. I was so busy modding because the chat was on fire. I didn't even. I totally missed the bomb.
Yes, and did you know, like when I hit the private button on there, it actually came up and showed me that Sarah Smiles had clipped my live. It was something about a predator or something. It showed me that some Clearwater chick or Eastwater chick, Eastwater or something like that. She had clipped like 15 clips out of my live yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, it showed it all.
Wow.
I didn't know you could see it. Here, I'll pull it real quick. I didn't even know you could I didn't even know you could see that on there.
I didn't know that either. I'd be fascinated to learn.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. Wow. It's pretty damn cool.
Okay, so
right now.
just for clarity, okay, guys, it was not an official peen. It was not an eggplant.
No,
It
it was
was-
actually 2 people fucking. That's what it was. It was a dick going in and out of a cooch. That's what it was. I mean, so if you want to keep it 100, that's exactly what it was. It was nasty as
Yeah.
fuck, and it's against TOS, and you're not supposed to have
Yes,
that kind
it
of shit
is.
up here. What's up?
Hey, Jonesy.
It was
What's
a
up?
BBC.
You're right.
I heard you say Sarah Smiles. I didn't know if you've heard anything about her recently.
No,
Girl,
what's going on with her?
Sarah Smiles is Love Shack Sarah.
Yep. Love Shack Sarah. Yep.
She is also the uncloned Capone accounts, Janie, Janey, which I know
Oh,
we've all
damn, JD's a bitch. She been talking big. She said, damn, Love Shack Sarah, you got a motherfucker. You've been running that cocksucker, Jack.
You know who else she is? She's Hot Dog, the one that came in there and said, my dad.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow, you're a big donkey dick piece of shit, ain't you, bitch?
Yeah, because Laura said they didn't know who Hot Dog
Whiny
was.
bitch.
So it's true they did not know.
No, they
That's
didn't.
some fucking grimy ass shit right there, bitch.
And she's been pretending to be using that uncloned Capone account for a year.
How do you know this though? Where'd
She
you come up
admitted
with this
it.
at?
Wendy and Randy and Wendy. One Win did the research, and I think the other night she did a live. I don't know what night it was, but Clippers got like a shorter video. It's still long, but it's shorter than their live,
Right.
and it shows all the details.
Now see the way they caught that Clipper channel would get cut the fuck down real quick because they don't add no commentary or whatever.
None.
So they'll strike the fuck out of them. But I think we all appreciate them doing it. So, you know.
Well, it's on there, and then today there's a few more names. I can't remember them, but she's been under a lot of accounts, and then today they One Win figured out a few more, and Hot Dog was one of them.
God damn, you dirty bitch.
I just jumped up here to tell you that because I heard you mention her name.
Yeah, what the fuck? Here, let me go to this fucking live stream real quick and see if we can pull the clips here.
Yeah, I want to see
they
who.
are too. Matter of fact, right here, yeah. Because it says the heifer next door, Sarah Smiles, Mandy's chick, Eastwater. Yeah. Let me go make sure there ain't nothing on here that can be, you know
Hold
what I mean?
on. The heifer next door. What now?
Yeah, that's our girl. That's our girl. But but you can see anybody that clipped your shit.
Oh yeah, if be careful if Sarah Smiles got it.
Yep, right here. She got this one right here, and it says 40 seconds, and then she named it. Let's see what she named it. We can go to it and play it. Matter of fact.
Wow, that is so cool.
Clipped it. Chick Eastwater, Chick Eastwater, Chick Eastwater, and then Amber E. Those they all clipped my shit out of it yesterday.
Oh
you know that,
my
Jonesy?
God.
This one says, okay, Chick
didn't.
Eastwater tag Savage. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry for it. I'm sorry. I don't. That's what they put on that one.
Y'all crazy, man.
Nick Speakeasy, mom of two. They name their own shit. Pedophile crimes. That's what Sarah Smiles put hers under. Pedophile crimes.
See?
Yep. And then Heifer Next Door got peen bombed. That's what it said. Hers says peen bombed. But if you clip on it, it goes straight to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't click on it.
It goes straight to it.
Dirty little bitches.
What do you want him to do now? We can't go back in time.
I didn't know YouTube. Is that new?
No, it's on the no. I'll show you how to get to it though. You go to your content and go to the left side, and it's over on the left side of it. But I don't know if you have yours clicked, but yeah, you can tell all kinds of shit. There's all kinds of shit in that YouTube Studio, Jack.
Girl. Well, what y'all been up here talking about?
Somebody donate more. Hold on a minute. Let's see here. Oh, Last Breadstick. Thank you, baby doll. She gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, love.
Murdoch.
Oh, his crazy ass.
Yeah, we were talking about his crazy motherfucking ass because he's trying to get another trial.
The clerk of court said some fuck shit. Now they want a whole new trial. Jeff.
He said, Jones, and I'm telling y'all, Sarah Smiles is straight up trouble, girl. Stay far away. I used to like her, but if she's on some fuck shit like that, you got to go. Especially if you're Janie. You've been running that fucking mouth about me for a while. If that's fucking Janie.
Yeah, Janey.
That's a shit starting motherfucker, Jack. She was over there starting shit in your lives, over here starting shit in mine. Yeah.
Yep. And that's also the uncloned Capone account that said those vile things about Nanny. So,
yeah. Well, I would check the one that was in here, and that was the real uncloned Capone. But I don't know about the one with Nanny. When he came in here talking shit in here, though, that really was his account.
Yes.
We got like 10 accounts blocked, though. Uncloned Capone's account. We got like 10 of them blocked in here now. I must be her making all the new ones.
Yeah. From what I understand, it is.
Why would you fuck with him when he's got issues already? Why?
Well,
yeah.
He gets himself in enough trouble. He does not need your motherfucking help, Sarah.
Right. Well, it's just weird to do that.
People are just mean.
Yeah.
Why go around starting shit like that, though? Say what you got to say with your whole chest, bitch. Stand on it. Stop being a weak ass bitch coming under fucking alts talking your shit.
She was in One Win and Randy's chat swearing up and down today under the name Janie. No. It was the recorded video I watched the other day from their live. She went in as Morbid, then she went in as Uncloned Capone, then she went in as Janie, talking shit to Randy and One Win. Yeah. Get some help, baby girl. Get some help.
Yes.
We all need it sometimes, right?
Yes, we do. But it kind of boggles my mind that what's wrong with people when they have to do that, when they have to go spread hate and stir fuck shit and cause divisions and all that, like who hurt
but when
them?
You're talking about somebody's infertility and you're talking about fuck them, they can't have kids and that kind of nasty shit, bitch. Nah, hell no.
Yeah, no, that's just low.
That's
nasty shit that and that's she would never come in here. That's the thing. See, look, this is the whole thing about real motherfucking life. People want to, people, but they get underneath these fucking things, or they get behind a keyboard and a screen and say they think they can say whatever the fuck they want, and they get real goddamn bold till somebody pulls up on them, and then it's a fucking goddamn problem. I'm not saying about the bold, bombing their bullshit, but I'm just saying, like, in general.
No, I agree.
Like, even
Mhm.
on Facebook, and you know what I'm saying, like in like Snapchats, and like a lot of these kids and shit. Like, there's a lot of there's a shit going on in Chicago right fucking now over social media. A lady walked in and stabbed this woman in the neck with a fucking fork, Jack, over Facebook.
See, y'all just don't know who
Mhm.
you're fucking with. That's what I'm saying. It's so dangerous.
She said,
Yeah.
"Bitch, pull the fuck up. Bitch, come over here." And she did. She walked right in her fucking door, stabbed her in the neck with a fork. All four of her fucking babies watched it.
God.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
what I'm saying. You don't know who you're fucking with behind these goddamn screens. It can be fucking scary. Thank you for the PayPal. I appreciate it, love. Yeah, it can be scary as hell. And that's another thing too, is you don't know who, like, heaven forbid, Bombshell, thank God she doesn't have anybody over there living by her or whatever, or somebody that would come out and fucking try to shoot at fucking Savage and her husband, or start shit with her husband because he brought her there, even though he's the level-headed one. She was saying yesterday that sometimes he's got to put her in check. Shit, that's how it used to be for me too,
Yeah.
because I would have a hot head too, and when I was, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we balanced each other out. But still, it's fucking hard because you never really know,
Well, that's and I don't even fuck with Savage like that, but it's just, to me, it's like a dangerous
Yeah.
situation. That's the biggest thing for me. Those are towels. Sorry, I got my
Well,
kid
yeah, you
helping
gotta
with
be careful
laundry.
with people who don't have nothing to lose either. You're fucking with somebody who ain't got a job, who ain't got their kids, who ain't got no fucking life, who ain't got nothing to say. They ain't got nothing holding them back.
And they say that Bombshell's on some shit. I don't know if she is or not, but what if she is?
If she
That's
is, that's more reason to leave
unpredictable.
her alone.
People can be unpredictable when they're, on some stuff. So I just got
Especially
to
if
be
they're,
careful.
smoking dope or something, or snorting shit.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck. They get them Superman powers and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really
Fuck.
do.
Uh, that's true, or at least they think they do. And kids nowadays, I'm showing my age. Um, kids just think they're invincible anyway. I survived raising teenagers. And
Oh man,
they,
teenagers are fucking rough.
oh my God, yes, we all deserve some sort of like bonus or gold medals or something. But the thing is that they think they're never going to get hurt. They do all kinds of stupid shit, and everything that we say is just a blah 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 in one ear out the other.
Yep.
And so these kids having beef on social media, I mean, if they've got those attitudes and then they're used to just dying in a video game and being regenerated within the next minute, it's dangerous, y'all. It's dangerous. Just don't go real life. Don't go real life.
It's just not worth it.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
hell no.
different with these kids like fighting in school and shit, because all that shit's just happening in school. But over the internet, man, you never know. You never know
Well,
what
could
type
you
of person
imagine
you're dealing
explaining to
with.
your kids too, like, who the hell showed up at the door honking and yelling and screaming with the bullhorn,
Oof,
mom?
I
Like,
would be that would have pissed me off.
well, yeah, because, or I mean, like, even with like Betty and shit, you know what I mean? Acting a fool. That was the whole purpose, of us getting pissed off with her fucking out there doing that shit.
Yes, and there are other creators who are condemning what Savage did and saying that they would never do that to another YouTuber. And yet that person does it to not YouTubers, victims' families.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say he really should shut his fucking mouth because he did shit just as bad, if not worse. Fucking with
Yeah,
families and shit. She's fucking with somebody who's been fucking with her for 3-4 years, whatever. They've been going back and forth. You went, just chose a family going through some shit and decided to go stand outside their motherfucking house with a bullhorn, had 50 fucking police calls over there, 5-6 people arrested, threatened the chief of police. Bitch, need I say more? Do I need to continue on? Wear a fucking turtle mask. Ask the woman that murdered her child to marry you.
I'm just saying, and he today on his live he was trying to compare what Bullhorn did to what Savage did. He
Ain't
was
no
like,
comparison.
Bullhorn
Nope.
just stood out there. Okay.
No. She ain't just staying
And
out there. They had baby music playing, baby sirens
he
playing. After
knows that.
they had, yeah, no shit. They had a lady on hospice, had to go back to the fucking hospital. They had an autistic little boy across the street they fought with over French fries and shit. And he knows that was on the camera. He fought a fucking 90-year-old man over signs in his yard that he asked him to pull out and leave. Girl, I can't with his stupid ass.
I know. And then he tried to say, there was another thing he said that caught me. I was like, what the fuck? He said something about Savage. He thinks that Savage was trying to make it seem like she was trying to pin what she was doing on Bullhorn Betty. Like he said, he legit believes that she was trying to frame Bullhorn Betty by showing up there with the ball cap on and the bullhorn. I was like, now, what kind of fucking sense does that make? Why would Bullhorn be fucking with Bombshell? That don't even make no sense.
Exactly. That
He was
makes no
serious.
fucking sense. She don't even fuck with Bombshell. I don't even think I've ever heard her say Bombshell's fucking name.
I don't think so either. But that's how fucking delusional he is. And, he just used this the same way he did with you, Queen.
Right, clickbait, bullshit. He's got
he uses it to attack. Like, why are you even still going on about Savage? You made your little live about her. Be done with it.
Yep.
Why are you doing a whole nother live?
Oh, he'll do 15 more. Shit. Then he'll go back to doing a couple, 2, 3 fucking videos of true crime, and
that's why he's
go out
crawling.
on a fucking search and collect some money, and then
Yeah,
go
because
back to drama.
Other than Murdoch right now, and the Koberger crotch gate, it's slow.
Yeah, see, and I'm not. That's what I said. No, we ain't. No, she's trying to take our words. Hell no. You can sit over there with your crotch gate bullshit.
Did y'all watch that? Did y'all watch that video?
No, I didn't. I don't give up. You know what I mean? I don't.
She was laughing so hard.
Yeah, well, I did go back and when it said that he didn't want cameras in the courtroom, and he didn't like it that people were doing his body language and focusing on his face and whatnot. So I went back and viewed some old media clips of when he entered. Well, the judge entered his not guilty plea. And I didn't see one zoom in on a crotch. So
I didn't either.
I don't know.
Well, it ain't like he's in there wearing fucking gray jogging pants, fucking, up and down on the stairs like we, you know what I mean? Like,
you ain't a thirst trap, boo.
Right. Ugly as hell with them goddamn caterpillar eyebrows.
Ooh.
What you call them, big bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, Dylan couldn't miss them in the dark.
Unibrow, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's ask those Facebook bitches, because they're all hot and bothered over him.
It's the cameraman who's breaking the damn rules, nobody else, is what just Samantha said.
Oh, maybe, well, I'm not going to go there because that would just embarrass me and you guys. So I just put that one.
She said, Thumb Thug said, oh, it's almost gray sweatpants season.
Yes. Unless you're like me and Tracy
yes,
Ann.
look out, because
Tracy Ann
is
and
on
me.
the way.
Sweatpants 365. Uh-huh.
Oh, you wear sweatpants all year too, Grandma?
Yeah, I do.
I wear yoga shorts, like stretchy, like legging shorts. Biker shorts, I guess is what you would call them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, actually, I usually wear scrub pants.
Yeah.
Because they have like 1,000 pockets and they're loose and they're cool and whatnot. But, when it comes down to like, if I have to go to Walmart, I'll put on the clean pair.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I do have
my God, Mom, you whore. I look at people's crotches most of the time, to be real. Oh, my God.
Fur baby.
Showing out.
Well, as long as they have gray sweatpants on, that's, You know.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Oh my goodness.
Let me go see if I can find these little thirst traps we had up here the other day.
Well,
Mama,
you
I
know,
do not look at people's crotches.
what's she saying? Like
Sometimes.
the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, that sort of
No,
thing?
she said you all do too.
Actually, no, because when people were talking about Molly and her fupa and they didn't call it camel toe,
Palooza.
the moose knuckle. Yeah. I had no idea what they were talking about because I never even looked in that area. You know,
Well,
I don't.
if it draws my attention, then yeah, I look.
I mean, if it's something like super obvious, you know, like,
A huge
okay,
camel toe.
yeah, I'm not going to say that either because I'm just going to embarrass myself.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of hungover from yesterday's live.
All right,
Anybody?
bitch. Where'd you get the chair dancing, boys?
I'm not the Nunya's the one that found that one, I think.
Oh, was she? Okay, because I thought you or Independent Thinker did.
Oh, it might have been Indy. It might have, but
Yeah.
no, I think it was Nunya.
Yeah, I think Joneson's TikToks, you have to be 18 years or older and log in and right?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Flutter politely. I am a huge arms fan. You can have a big old beer gut as long as you got the gun show going on. I am just melted butter.
The gun show, Biddy. What are you talking about? The gun show.
The arms.
Okay, I was
Arms.
gonna say the gun pew pew in the pants or the gun.
Well, yeah, you know, that helps. It's not a drawback. But no, you know, thunder and lightning. Boom boom. Yeah.
Good
Drink you
afternoon,
up here.
ladies. I am.
Hey,
Is
I'm
your
just
leg
going
on
to
Damn.
tell.
fire, bitch?
It's not, but I was going to tell you a story. My husband has this one pair of jeans he is not allowed to wear without me
Mine
being
too.
with him.
Mine
Okay?
too.
Because they leave no question of which side the man dresses on.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm like,
You
motherfucker, you are not wearing those out of this house. Not if I'm
exactly.
not
I
going.
said, mm-mm. He said, I'm just driving to the city house to go to sleep. I said, I don't care.
Nope. Mm-mm. I'm
No,
territorial.
I have noticed some things where if they're commando, you can tell if they're circumcised or not, and you know that is
Yeah,
disturbing. Yeah.
yeah, it
I've
is.
never paid that attention, but you can definitely tell what side he dresses on in these pants. And I said, what?
Jeff, get up here.
Mm.
I feel like you need to be a part of this conversation.
Yes. Come on, Jeff. We
Well,
need
I
a
gotta
little.
jump down
Just
for a second and go take a shower, but I'll come back up when I get
okay.
done.
Woohoo!
All right, Biddy.
I got to hobble, so just give me a few
Oh
minutes.
shoot! And you know what
Oh,
though? Look,
hobbly.
I'll probably I don't know if I'm gonna end this one or just keep on keeping on. Should we end this one or then go on to the Ryan stuff, or should I just go on to the Ryan stuff in this?
Uh, well, y'all was talking about Murdaugh, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you could just put it as Murdaugh and Ryan, like you talked about both.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you know what I mean. People would.
And all the other junk.
Yeah.
And junk.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm terrible about jumping around on mine. Like, if you come for one thing, you're going to hear about 50 other. So I
Yep.
get what you're saying. You want to. That's up to you, though.
Same here. Yes. Ryan Upchurch. He's gonna go ghost. He's going to delete his YouTube and he's gonna start over. So.
Ghost mode activated.
Yep. And so I didn't know if you guys wanted to do a whole new stream on it and just do like all of his stuff or whatever before it's gone, or
We could probably stay here and do this one. Just do me a favor and don't let up Nicolina or Constance or you know, please.
yeah, no, they said they would set no. They said, well, I think Nicolina asked yesterday for she wants to do a truce or whatever. I think she's fucking tired of just dealing with the bullshit. I would be tired of dealing with the bullshit too. Fuck. And Constance said no. Well, then she messaged me and said yes, she would. Constance said yes, she would come up, and she would talk to Nick and work things out or whatever. Like they would come to a solution as long as there was like somebody to mediate. So
Cool. So your channel is going to be like Geneva.
yeah, we're gonna do court. We're gonna hold court for them so that they can get their stuff out. And
Did you ever get your gavel?
I kind of love that.
I got a tiny little gavel.
Did you bling it out yet?
I need a bedazzled gavel. That's what I really fucking need.
Bedazzled
Alright.
gavel. Did you bedazzle your bullhorn?
Because I got this one. I got this tiny little itty bitty fucking little gavel. It's like no bigger than a lighter.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
no,
so me and
that's
Jones I'm gonna ask her. We're gonna go through our diamond dart because they always give you extra little whatever they are, diamonds, and we're
Yep.
gonna bedazzle you something. Mhm.
I love that. I
Mhm.
kind of love it a lot.
We'll have to get our courthouse set up. Oh my God. You know what I am going to start doing on my other channel though?
What?
There's these fucking court dates where these people like, fuck you guys. Oh my God. Some of them are, yeah.
Oh, come on, spill it.
She's like, I don't want to say
Some of them are a little
it.
fucking crazy and some of them are good, but some of them are really, really crazy. Here, I'll go grab one real quick.
Okay, cool.
So this judge, she's a fucking beast. Like, she's not fuck around. She does not appreciate anybody that fucks off in her courtroom. She gets really irritated with people that fuck around. If you don't have your shit together, she's gonna be very upset. She caught this one girl. She said, where do you live at? Or where are you at? And she goes, I'm in Alaska where I'm supposed to be. And she goes, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, I'm in Alaska where I'm supposed to be. She's like, oh, who's the gentleman walking back there behind you? She's like, oh, that's my friend Ron, whatever, right? She's like, bring Ron up here. She fucking brings him up there. Look, she fucking puts him under oath, reads him his fucking shit, and says, what's your name, sir? And he says, Ron, such and such. She goes, where do you live, Ron? And he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Colorado Springs, Colorado. And she goes, where are you at right now? And he goes, I'm at my house. And she goes, in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And he's like, yes. He said, look, she was fucking hot.
Yeah, because bitch just lied to her
such
and said
such
she's in
back on here
Alaska.
now. And she goes, yeah, your mom just lost $7,500 for bail. You have a warrant. You have a warrant now. And or yeah, you have a warrant. Or you're going to jail, something like that. One or the other. She either had a fucking, they either gave her a warrant or they took her to jail right then and there. I want to say they sent the police out to go get her.
FAFO.
Yeah, and the fucking judge was goddamn pissed. Like, you know what? Fuck around with the judge and waste the judge time. They don't fuck around with that. They do not take kindly to that shit at all. I'm gonna find this fucking court date and I'm gonna bring it up. So anyhow, on my other channel, I'm gonna start doing these little court dates. We're gonna start talking, doing reviews on these court dates.
I love that. I love that you're so good at commentary.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me crack up.
With these court cases, because I'll tell you what.
I can understand the whole Zoom meeting. And I always, every time, think about that lawyer that had that Snapchat filter where he was a cat. I love that. I mean, that is just epic, burned in my brain. But no, I can understand Zoom meetings and how convenient it is and whatnot. But that right there shows that somebody could have fled the country, avoiding extradition or whatever, and show up by Zoom, and you really don't know. She says, hey, I'm in Alaska, and dude says, no, I'm in Colorado.
Yeah. All right, here's one of them right here. Let's see if this is it. Oh yeah, this is matter of fact. Hold on. I think this is it. Follow up on follow up flea court. Lie to the judge. Gets arrested on on Zoom. Back in court, but not in custody. And
Right.
shit. And then like the courtroom's fucking full. You can see the courtroom's like completely full. But anyhow, yeah, I figured I'd do these fucking things on my other channel because I'll tell you right now, some of them fast the shit out of me. She's in the upper right hand corner. You see her up there in the upper right hand corner?
Yeah.
That's her. That's the one that skipped
Okay.
out on jail. She had somebody out there walking back behind her, and the other let's see who's this. Sean something. I think this is him over on the right here, left. I mean, he's the one that said he's the one that got on there and was like, no, I think you should ask her where she's at because I got word that she's in Pueblo, Colorado. I said Colorado Springs, Colorado. He said Pueblo, Colorado. And she's like, he asked where he was, and he's like Pueblo, Colorado. Pueblo. Let's see. This is
Continue with no bond. She needs to.
Well, I'm not going to take the motion up and make all these other people wait. So let me once again, Ms. Green, put you on hold and let me come back. Let's take up some of these other people that don't have the kind of issues you do. So I'm going to be in recess on Green. Don't go away.
she checks her right off the fucking jump. Like, I don't have, let's take care of some other people who don't have issues like you do.
Ah, she knows she's a troublemaker. Thank
Hell
you,
yeah,
Teresa.
she does. She already fucking knows what time it is. Like, damn, man. Could you imagine being a judge and dealing with the same fucking person? I'm sure she probably does feel like shit putting her in jail for a long time, but then you come across shit like this where you're being lied to and disrespected and, you know, fuck all that. I'd have her ass in jail too. No.
Well, it just shows you can't follow the rules. So,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you're gonna cheat about that, what else are you gonna do? So,
Exactly. And if you get
so
all of your electronics taken away while you're in prison, don't borrow somebody else's.
yeah. Hello.
Okay, crime news. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, love.
Yes. $10. Make me holla. Mm-hmm.
And Queen, I know how fond you are of back chat. I put something back there for you.
Back chat. Yeah. I took too many gummies last night. I don't know if that's possible. I had like 3, which normally I'll do 1 and I'm cool and I act like an idiot. But I was kind of stressing,
You
after the
did
live.
3?
I did 3.
How
Yeah.
did you feel?
I felt really fucking good and I slept great, but I feel stupid still. So I don't know if it's like hungover or I don't know. I'm new to this.
That's funny. A lot of people who don't smoke assume like 3 is a ton or however many hits is a ton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm open about I smoke, okay? But
Mm-hmm.
I literally barely, like, I don't even clear, I'm sorry, the bat, one hitter.
Yeah.
It's very minimal for me. And one day we were floating the creek and my girlfriends were like, more so than I think I told this story before, but that they get a little crazy and then I have to babysit. Well, this day I was not babysitting. So I went ahead. Each time they did, I did. And when we got out of that water and my husband came down the road to pick us up at the bridge, he said he could tell as soon as he turned the corner that something was up.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what?
Oh my goodness.
It was the most relaxing float trip I had. It was the best.
Yeah. I'm kind of loving today.
And they're like, you need to do that more. But I also don't because I'm hostess. I'm making you dinner. I got to set up this. I got to, so yeah.
What are you, Martha Stewart? They can make sandwiches. Enjoy
well, that's
it.
kind of what they started saying.
Yeah.
Instead of you doing all
Right.
this work, we'll just all bring something and make, submarines or just hot dogs on the fire, which is usually what we do at night anyway. But yeah,
Hey,
but they stay. So then I make breakfast the next day. I do like, so I try to
yeah,
behave myself. But now they're like, forget it. We're going to breakfast and we're just going to eat donuts if we don't. I'm like, okay.
yeah. Well, I used to be like that when my kids were at home.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I did the decorations for every fucking season. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it didn't matter. It could be National Postal Workers Day, and I had some sort of decoration, a door wreath. And we had special things, and we had meals, and everybody came over and we barbecued and all that stuff. Which was great. I totally enjoyed it, and I was all into the Martha Stewart stuff. And then
Yeah.
when once they grew up and they went away and all of that stuff kind of I'm to a place right now where basically I microwave it and then eat it over the kitchen sink, So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? Oh, it's Christmas? Wow, cool.
Yeah. And like if it's just me, I'm all about that. I don't do anything. But if I have a get together, I'm kind of the not Martha Stewart, but I kind of do go a little above and beyond.
Well,
Usually everyone gets a little gift. I mean, like, just like
aw,
crazy stuff.
I can see you doing that because just
Hmm.
all the whimsical wonderfulness around your house that you've shown us, and the fairy houses and the plants outside and all of that stuff, I can just see you doing that because you have that welcoming, let me spoil you kind of vibe.
Well, thank you. They usually do claim something when they get here. Like the first time they're here for the season, they walk around the property and try to point out what's new and see what else has been
Oh,
put out or put,
oh,
and they're like they love to do that. And they usually claim something. And they're like, I can take this with me when I go, right? Okay, go
right.
ahead.
Yeah. I have a friend like that, and it took me 4 or 5 visits to convince her that I had to have the owl that was on her porch. It is
Oh,
so cute. Oh my god, I love it so much. You know,
I love
but
owls, period.
yeah, I'm kind of an
Hmm.
an owl
Owl girl.
person. Yeah,
You know they like bunnies, right? Mm.
they like to eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of like the yang to my yin.
Yeah, see?
Look at that.
You
I
seen
have
my big owl in the yard, didn't you?
yes,
Hmm.
yes. That is so
I,
cool.
I saw that and was like, ah. And of course, I got the best hubby ever. Go ahead and get it. I'm like, no, it's too much money. It's silly. Go ahead
Oh.
and get it. No. Birthday rolls around and I go outside and down the steps and there's this owl just standing there
Yes.
set up
Oh,
for me. I'm like, you're the best.
that is so wonderful. I want a man like
Mhm.
that, but he has to look like Idris Elba with the
Well, he
accent.
doesn't look like Idris Elba, but
No, no, I
he's
mean
a handsome. He's
for
a
me,
handsome man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for me, yeah.
That's why you can't wear them pants out this house. Mm-mm.
Right?
Mm-mm. Just give me those. I'm putting them away for date night. Just give me those pants right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, what were you thinking? He's like, I know, right? I'm like, yeah. Hmm.
What what does your uncle send you, Zen?
I
Do
missed
something
it.
fun to do. Yeah, I'm having trouble reading English today.
I would love that Christmas wishful thinking. I tried to do it with my family, and nobody would get anything, I'm sure. It just
Oh,
wouldn't if you like had to hand make something. Like
yeah.
my sibling would do it, I would do it. Uh, mm-mm.
Gummies are just a good method for consuming the THC. It's not like super special, I don't think. No, it's not generally, Jenny. It's not super special. And evidently, like I said, I know shit all about this, but I got my medical card and whatever the thing is. And because I'm like, uber rule person, like B Tim and I, we go through the rule books together. But yeah, so when I went to the dispensary, I was like, okay, so here's my thing and da da da, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just need something for the pain and maybe, take me down from the anxiety. And they're like, well, here, we've got these and we've got these and we've got these, and these are, blah blah milligram, and these are blah 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 blah, blah, blah. And I said, watermelon. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't smoke it either. I hate the smell and I hate the taste because
Yeah.
I have a THC vape that I got because Queen got one. So I'm like, oh hell yeah, that sounds really cool. So I went out and got a THC vape, and uh it's nice, it's fun and everything, but it still smells like pot. It still kind of tastes like pot. Blah blah blah.
Now, do gummies give you? I'm assuming not, but I have to ask because I've never done a gummy. I've had an edible, but not like,
Munchies?
yeah. Do they? No, no.
No.
Do they give you cotton mouth?
Yes. Yes, they
Oh,
do.
okay.
Hmm.
So that's not because you're smoking it. That's just because of the
Yeah, I think
chemical.
it's probably the chemical interaction with your
Hmm.
body thing. I'm scared to try a gummy edible. No, Julie, don't be. I mean, I was, but I really, because my family has a horrible problem with chemical dependency, like we will become
Hmm.
addicts off of everything. Hiya, babe. Oh, thanks so much. Commander into Turkey. I love you. I could read that. Yes, everybody type like Commander into Turkey. But yeah, so I don't take pain pills, you know. Um,
No,
and
weed's supposed to be better than pain pills anyways, so
it is, it
I
is. But
believe it is.
I mean, I went for years and years and years, with my doctor saying, "Do you need a refill?" I'm like, "I don't." And they're like, "Why aren't you taking these?" I'm like, "No, because I don't want to become addicted to things." I just detoxed from Xanax a couple months ago. Remember
Hmm.
that, Queen? I told you about that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was a bitch. I was on Xanax for like 3 years, something like that. I mean, like 3 times a day, and I realized that I had like I ran out like midday or whatever. And so I called the pharmacy. It wouldn't be ready until the next day. And then oh God, no, we ran out. We don't have any more. We have to wait. So it took like 2 days to get my prescription filled. And I was going through horrible withdrawals. And
Yeah,
I thought
that's just awful.
right then is when I realized, nope, that's got to go. That's got to go. Yeah. Crime with a K. If you try an edible, remember it can take a while to kick in. So don't go eating more. Yeah,
Yes.
it takes an hour or two for my gummies to kick in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
My girlfriend gave me just a portion of an edible. Okay. And she's like, just wait. Just, I mean, wait longer. It's a
Mm,
longer process.
yeah.
Don't smoke. Like, don't. Like, just wait. And we did. And then all of a sudden, I was like, for the longest time, I'm like, still I'm waiting. Still I'm waiting. And then
Hmm.
all of a sudden I was like, my wait is over.
Yeah, isn't that cool? It's almost like the aliens are landing in your brain, because you're like, oh, da, da, I'm okay. Wow, hi. Yeah, okay, there it is.
Yep.
Welcome. Yeah.
And I didn't find it to be a gradual thing. It was
No.
just nothing until bam.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that is a good caution to give everyone who's going to maybe try it the first time.
Oh God, tribal gal. I went cold turkey off Xanax, hydrocodone patches. Ew. Yeah. No. After I got my script filled, I called my doctor and I said, you know what? F this. I don't want these anymore. And so he kind of guided me through weaning off. And so, no, I don't take that anymore, but I do take more gummies now. Do I get tired from the gummies? I don't, Mick. I don't get tired from gummies. Um, they help me relax so I can sleep. But because of my anxiety and all that other stuff that goes on in the grandma head, um, I have trouble sleeping. I can only sleep for like 1 or 2 hours at a time. But the gummies definitely help me. They relax my body enough, and and I come on here and I have fun, or
Mhm.
go to Jones's or somewhere. We just have some fun, and then that chills me out, and then I can lay down and have a good sleep. But it doesn't make me tired.
There's different strains for me that just work differently.
I've heard that people talk about indica and
Yeah, there's one, I don't know which, I'll clean the whole house. There's another, I become part of the sofa. There's another that I'm just funny and could care less about what's going on around me. And yeah,
dude, that sounds like Alice in Wonderland.
uh-huh.
Wow. No,
There's
I don't have
different ones.
withdrawals from gummies. Nope, nope, nope. I can go for days and days and days and days without taking a gummy. Yeah. Jacob, it's all about the terps. Do you know what that means, Grain?
Terps. I've heard the term, but I don't exactly know what it is.
I've heard turtles called that because they're, what's that turtle word? Turpin? Turbines?
I don't know if that's a way to say the percentage of the
Oh.
THC or
Oh, it's probably some intelligent scientific-y thing.
Mhm. Something to let the AIs figure out.
No, terps or terpenes. Yeah. Terpenes. Okay.
Right.
Terrapins.
Terrapins.
Yeah. Oh my God. Lottie Da. I love your name, by the way. Lottie Da. Sativa requires a 4-hour audit of every horrible life decision I've ever made. Oh, been there, done that. Yeah, maybe we should have
Oh,
a.
good, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying so I
Oh,
know
okay.
from now
In
on.
the couch, sativas wake up. Terpenes
Hmm.
are chemicals. Oh,
Like the vapes, maybe? Or it's
look
in
at
all
us
of it.
being all educational in the chat and shit. Oh, the Turpins, the horrible family. Oh, Nessie. Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. No, Medicaid, Medicare insurance never pays for gummies. Mm-mm. No, because it's something that can actually help you and it's natural and, it's not made by a big pharmacology company and they can't really make a whole lot of profit on it. So, no, insurance isn't going to pay for any kind of that. Yeah. Oh, and Rowena was in chat last night. I saw that she was trying to help us all out with gummies. She was able to pass me one. She said she found it. So I told her to just brush the hairs off of it and pass it over. So, yeah. Queen Bee.
Yes, baby.
Hi. I'm sorry. We just been yakking away here.
We have
Oh, that's okay.
about all kinds of stuff.
That is all right.
Right. It's all right.
No, I'm actually about to shut this down and then start a new one for Ryan and his bullshit.
We're going to expose Ryan Upchurch. You will come over in just a few moments.
Is this
Yeah,
about the community post I saw not long ago?
yeah, he's ghosting his entire YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna ghost everybody on it, but that would explain why he's getting all different.
Ghost mode activated. Ghost mode activated.
Hold on, sis. Yeah, he's ghosting you. He's gonna start a whole new YouTube because it doesn't matter, and he wants to do this for another 10 years. And yeah, yep.
Well, yeah, he probably can. But let's go over there. We're here though, right?
Yep, let's head out. See you guys
Okay.
though. I'll see you guys there. Give me about
We're
a half
here.
hour.
But we'll be back here
Yep,
just later.
half hour, 30 minutes.
Yes. Okay. The English so difficult. Okay. Love you.
All right, I'll meet you guys back here 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Be there.
30
Go
minutes. All
go
right,
pee,
y'all.
grab your drinks.
That's right. Get your smokes, and your snacks, your drinks, your dinner, whatever it is you gotta get.
Yeah. Okay, babe.
Grab it and
All
come
right, bye.
on. All right, bye, baby. Mick, we're gonna go get your snacks, your drinks, your cigs, whatever it is you need to get. And we're gonna meet back here on Queen Bee in 30 minutes, and we're gonna go over Ryan Upchurch and his new ghost in YouTube. Okay. Meet you guys back here in on this channel in 30 minutes. I'm gonna make a live stream that's for Ryan Upchurch. And we're gonna come and we're gonna do a live stream and chat about his shit.